Hi, everyone, and welcome to week 3 of AVGL Collegiate CSGO. I'm Victor, and I'm joined by Kevin.
So,
And tonight we'll be streaming 2 CSGO matches, 2 best of 3s, along with a special giveaway, the brand new Bowie knife, or Bowie knife. Which is it, Kevin?
I don't know. I didn't even know there was a new knife skin out
Yeah,
at this
that's
point.
the Bowie knife. And that's if we hit 75 people at any point, which we came close to 2 streams ago. I know we were definitely over 50, so it's possible if we get some more friends in here. So yeah, the matchup tonight is Florida State versus Schoolcraft College. Or no, sorry. Schoolcraft College versus University of California, Riverside. So do you have any thoughts on this match, Kevin?
Coming into it, I mean, it'll just be interesting to see what types of plays that these two teams are going to get. I mean, I'm going to be assuming that these are going to be some pretty equal teams playing it. Coming into it, because I don't know the background for any collegiate CS:GO scene at this point, but I mean, map 1 is going to be on Inferno, and we know how that's going to be. Pretty CT-sided map for sure, especially if you get to utilize all your available utility in your arsenal. But other than that, yeah, I'm excited to see what kind of plays we get to see out of these players. How about you, Victor?
Yeah, so these are two of the weaker teams in the league right now. Schoolcraft currently 0-3 overall. So I'm interested to see what that skill level's at. You know, we've seen the Trojans, how good they are. And I'm interested to see how Schoolcraft and FSU match up. But we did see FSU play last week. And that was a great match. So some good players. The King plays for Schoolcraft. He's a really strong fragger. I think he'll be a big player, a decider in tonight's matches. And the first map is Inferno, and the second match, I believe, a Train. So interesting second match. Inferno pretty standard. We'll see these teams how they choose to play, and yeah, we can get into map 1.
Yeah, let's get into it then. Alright, match start. Game 1 between Schoolcraft and UCR right now on the map of Inferno. Let's see what type of strategies are going to be going for. It looks like on the mini-map, Bomb has already been dropped in Banana, and it is going to be a T-rush up towards that B site. Both of these teams have already engaged in Banana, and first kill goes over to the University of California Riverside, getting a nice double kill with those headshots on those blocks. And don't worry, he's going to get surrounded here. He gets about one, he gets 2 actually, before he gets taken down over by Construction. Godlike watching Banana. He's going to take out the last CT member, and that's going to be a quick round for University Cali Riverside.
Yeah, just standard aggressive B rush there. Not even much of a lurk. Left one guy in Banana. The King, like I said, he's going to come up fragging. He waited for the rotate and picked off 2 of the more aggressive, but they couldn't stop that B rush. They even had it stacked. Had 3 guys at B and couldn't stop that. So they read it, but didn't help them in the long run.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard, you know, when you have USPs versus Glocks. Glocks are just able to spray you down, but if you're really good at aiming and having good crosshair placements with those USPs, and that can be devastating. But here goes another round 2 B rush here. The King already taking out a terrorist member. We try to push on to site, and there's a ton of smokes on site, and it looks like terrorists are actually going to back down that right after that.
Yeah, and I was about to criticize them for not all rotating, but smart play as the Bomb heads back up mid. Starner is patience. Lots of patience here in apartments.
Yeah.
And they're going to start noticing the smoke drop. See that they were right as they immediately rotated back, heard the footsteps.
Yep, Starner up here in Parvis. Is he going to be able to take out Laurel? He gets the headshot, which is really nice positioning for him. Bomb is dropped, and D-Hope is going to be taking out Files over near the A bomb site. Bomb is still currently down. 2 versus 3 for the terrorists. And, I mean, this is going to be a great eco for Schoolcraft, regardless of whether they win or lose this round.
Yeah, CTs all have guns and nearly full health and armor right now, so they are definitely in the advantage here. They did force buy up that armor, so they could go into this round with confidence, and it's been paying off. So they've got bomb down and holding the site.
Yep, but Justin coming in clutch, able to take out Raven. A good flashbang coming down.
Yeah, great team flash there.
Yep, and the King and Starter managed to hold down the bomb site with their picked up SMGs.
Right, so that's going to put them in the stronger money situation. Schoolcraft taking a gamble with that buy on second round armor and helmets, and it paid off. So we're going to see some Tech 9s coming in with armor. So kind of a bit poorly coordinated. Justin grabs a P250, but no armor. And then D-Hope gets some utility. And they're going to slow it down. No B rush fake. Interesting, the CT's playing 3 again at B. So they're really keeping an eye out for that B rush.
Yeah, definitely. They don't want what happened round 1 to ever repeat itself again. Files getting picked out there by Complex, but Complex is going to go down to the MP7 of Files. So that's going to be a great beginning pick off for Schoolcraft now. And UCR has to figure out a way to penetrate the CT defense right now.
Yep. Terrorists just keeping it slow. No guns in their hand, trying to just see where they can get a pick and work off that.
Yeah, how do you feel about terrorists playing it a really slow positioning play like right now? UCR hasn't been able to push out any areas of the map other than now it looks like they're going to be executing out of Banana. But are they going to be checking sandbags where Files is going to be lurking with his MP7? Justin, entry frag for Steve. He is going to get the pick off of Files, but that's a great flash. Dolan Decay get a quick triple kill. Is it going to be 40? That's like a big 4K coming out from the King.
The King holding down B site. So now they're aware of the King's current 9-1 record after 3 rounds. So yeah, that huge hold there. A perfect flash. Baited his teammate the right way, the way you're supposed to bait your teammate. But I mean, if you're gonna bait someone, get the 4K, right? That's how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, no, I mean, it's usually used in a bad term, especially when you're playing in pugs, but that situation was used perfectly.
Yeah. And, I mean, shout out for Dolan the King. He was able to control his spray, able to get a really good 3K with his MP7 before switching over to his pistol to finish out that last kill and winning Schoolcraft that round. Now Schoolcraft is going to be up 2-1, and the terrorists once again forced to save. Only have P250s across the board. All 5 of them are in pushing out apartments. It's going to be up to Raphael the Raven. Is going to spot out one. He spots out one, but is going to be falling back into pit. Meanwhile, we see that Starner has rotated over from Arch side towards that AF's area, and slowly the noose is closing in, coming in from the counter terrorists here. Starner peeking into Apps, gets a great kill onto Godlike. Was he able to spot out another
deciding who dies next, just standing in apartments. Oh, I spoke too soon.
Yep, but D-Hope jumps into say, able to get 1 frag onto Starter. Meanwhile, his teammates able to take out the guys in pit as well. Files able to take out Complex over by Arches, and D-Hope with the off in hand, able to take out Files, bringing it down to a 1 versus 3. Dolan the King, last man left alive, able to take out Laurel over near Cubby. Peeks out the shoulder, able to take out the Opera as well, and Dolan, he is on fire, man. That's already a 2K from him. Is he going to be able to clean up Justin, who's hiding in sight? Bomb is taking away.
Awesome on the jump. Oh my God!
Misses gets the great kill, and Dolan the King, man. I mean, this guy is a monster, Victor.
Absolutely. We've seen 4K, 3K back to back. Incredible round for him to take that for his team, and that puts him at 12-1 so far. 4 rounds in. So he is like I said, it's interesting with these weaker teams, how it plays out between them. I think that's what we'll see here is a big skill gap from their best to worst player, because these are college teams. They have to pick up enough players to participate, and they're only pulling from a limited prize pool, obviously. I mean, player pool to fill that 5-man roster. But DeKing definitely showing that he's the carry right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. And now we are going to be going into the first buyout for both teams. AK-47s and plenty of nades going out for the terrorists. And they are going to be working this bomb site once again really slow. We see that Starner is positioned up here in A-apps, but the bomb is over towards that B banana area. So Riverside definitely taking the time before pushing onto a bomb site. D-Hill pushing into apartments here through the balcony area. And Files, gets taken down to 19 health. And Godwall able to trade out Starner, who misses the op shot in ass. So that's going to be a little bit of an awkward time here coming in from the counter-terrorists, as we do see all the T's are pushing onto the A site. Raven able to take out great kills onto the A bomb site, able to help out his teammate there. Gets a nice double kill for himself. And that's going to stop the T aggression for the time being, as we do have the rest of the counter-terrorists rotating over towards that bomb site. Frag and trades going down. Bomb is down. Complex gets another great kill onto Solar. But it is still going to be a 2 versus 1 against Complex, who only has 20 health left. He's going to check his corner. Takes out Dolan the King, and this could be it. This could be a great clutch by Complex, who's already doing great work for his team. But is he going to know that Dolan's CT around the corner? He gets caught out! Oh my god, no way.
Complex with a huge play. What? There was no time left on the clock. Just had to hide. And jumped out. Must have assumed he was going to B, but he was bringing that bomb A. He definitely didn't have enough time. Maybe, possibly, but not enough to jump across with the knife out there and throw the round for your team. So huge play by Complex.
Definitely huge play coming in there by him. And it was just awkward that the last counter-terrorist member kind of was just caught off guard. He had his knife out, was jumping around. So kind of like an easy frag coming in from him. But once again, Complex, really great clutch for him coming out for him, able to bring it to a 3-2 for Riverside. Meanwhile, we do see that Complex has taken out Dolan the King over there in Banana. So that should be able to allow the T's to push on to the B side. Meanwhile, D-Hope taking out Skarner over by Apps area. Files peeking out, able to get a good headshot onto Godlike, but he is starting to fall back right now as he waits for reinforcements from his CT teammates. Great frag coming in from Justin, able to take out Raphael the Raven over in Banana, and that should be bombed down here coming in from the terrorists. D-Hope taking out a lurker there onto Solar, and that should clinch the round for UCR. Files is the only man left alive with the P250 in hand. Is he gonna get the frag? He will, after some concentrated spraying, and that should be Files opting to save that AK for himself.
Oh, but can't do it.
Yeah, I guess taken out by Justin in the end, but still, UCR definitely not doing too bad that round.
And we see Paz coming in here. Player drop from the Schoolcraft team. So one thing about that last round, I would really like to see a force buy coming from the CTs. At least a pistol armor play, because they've only had to do that once so far this game, and it paid off for them easily. You know, they managed to take that round and get guns in the process. So I guess they were against SMGs when they did it. But I don't know, Kevin, if you have this experience, but sometimes it's easier to anti-eco with an SMG where you can strafe a bit more as opposed to a rifle. What do you think? You experienced that?
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on what my mental mood is that night. You know, if I'm really gunning for it, then, you know, the anti-ecos go well. But if I'm just being lazy, then sometimes it doesn't go as well.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Looks like another eco from them too. P250s, a CZ. Dolan opting for the CZ, but I trust he knows what he's doing from what I've seen so far. Schoolcraft is the one that's called Schoolcraft X3. Schoolcraft College is the name of the school. UCR is University of California, Riverside. Schoolcraft College is the name.
Yeah, I was surprised that Schoolcraft College was actually a name. So, I mean, it's news to me, so I'm not surprised that someone else would also didn't know that as well. So, we're all on the same boat here, but we are finally done with the pause, and that is going to allow us to see some more Counter-Strike action. Bomb is dropping Banana, and we do have a couple CTs being fought out here in Banana. They push out so aggressively, even only with pistols in hand. But with 2 CT members down, that should allow the terrorists to push onto this bomb site. Great headshot there by Laurel onto Absoler. And
they know he's back there. He's in a tough spot. Interesting split here on the anti-eco. Probably not the smartest, but they know there's one left, and they control the map completely now. So he's going to try to get a lurk kill. That's not going to work out. Complex got dinked early on in that round, but didn't phase him. He stayed in the front.
Yep. So quick round there coming in from the terrorists, able to just get the frags that they needed, and just able to execute onto a bomb site quickly. I mean, they were dealing with pistols, so advantages were definitely go to them, excuse me. And now we do see the second full buy round coming in from both teams, and we do see that Files is actually going to be the operator coming in from the CT, so let's see how well he can do with that gun in hand. Meanwhile, the terrorists are going to be pushing up towards Banana once again with the bomb this time as well over at Tree. But it looks like the CTs have rotated out. Meanwhile, Godlike getting great kill onto Raphael and picking up another kill on the Starner with the help of Justin in mid. And that's going to leave the A bomb site completely open now, as CT's trying to rush in for the rotate here. You see that Dolan is in library. He spots out the body, the head of a couple of the terrorists who try to push out through. Solar peeking out a little too aggressively, gets taken out by a good headshot onto Godlike there by Dolan. Bomb, it has been planted now, 4 versus 2 for the retake. And Files is just going to be saving the op. He's just sitting at B, not doing all too much to help out his teammate, and Dolan's probably going to do the same thing and save with him.
Yeah, Dolan realizing that. Interesting to see the round they decide to be aggressive on is the one when they have rifles pushing smokes down mid, when they are aware there's at least an opera on the other team that's likely going to be sitting stairs. So they ran right into that. Didn't pay off for them, but trying to mix things up.
Yeah, they tried to do something new, but in the end, UCR able to take that round. So they're going to be slowly building up their economy right now. I mean, they have a lot of money in the bank right now. The lowest amount that they have is still 6K, so that's pretty impressive here on the T side of Inferno. Meanwhile, on the CT side, we see that a couple of the members forced to buy FAMASs, and we do see that Files once again is going to be their designated offer for this match. Files peeks aggressively against a terrorist member, forced to fall back when he misses the shot on the corner.
Nicks him through the wall for 83.
Before he's forced to push out here. Starner once again playing in his position in apartments. You see the bomb is going to be slowly pushing out that banana area. Meanwhile, we do see that Solar is going to be holding his corner here in arches. And we'll see what Riverside is going to be doing here. 1 minute left on the clock, plenty of time to work with here. Is that Hope pushing out apartments? Who will get the better frag first? And it will be Starter able to take out Hope. Try to push out apartments here, but here comes the execute onto the B-box. Like good flashes, that smoke's coming out. Dolan peeks out, able to get Justin down to almost half health, but that will force the teams to fall back, it looks like. Files, great shot to Laurel over boosting himself onto Spool. And Bomb has rotated over now towards that A bomb site. Great kill for Raphael over at Porch, able to get 2 kills for himself. And that's just gonna leave Godlike as the only team member left alive. Starter hiding here in pit. Is he gonna check? No, he doesn't. Starter will finish the round out for Schoolcraft.
Yeah, interesting round coming in. You know, sneaking around A back to B, and the King really more important than doing that 50 damage he did, holding off that rush completely, because they were executing with the smokes and the flashes. They got flashed and said, all right, let's wrap all the way to B, assuming that those flashes meant the rotate had taken place, when it hadn't. They were still holding at A, so they ran right back in that hold, hoping, you know, they were hoping they weren't there anymore, but didn't work out. And here comes the A rush.
Pushing out to the arch side, and that fire is going to take some damage. Starner gets a good kill on the Godlike, but they've already pushed onto the bomb site itself. Raphael was trade out 1 before they get taken out. Complex taking out Skarner on the bomb site. And that's going to drop it down to a 2 versus 2 Files, and Dolan the King versus Complex and D-Hope. Bomb is going to be going down the A bomb site. See how their post-plant positionings are. One is going to be hiding in graveyard, one's going to be hiding on site itself. So let's see if Dolan is able to spot out the guy in graveyard, and his ally is going to be helping him to peek out different various hiding spots. Here comes Dolan with a great spot out, but is he going to get the kill? Yes, he will, finally. What a double kill onto the guy Pit. That was just a really great headshot at the end there, and that's going to secure Schoolcraft, tying it up 5-5. That was a great spray control that coming from Dolan the King. I mean, it's really difficult to kill the guy in pit already, because the only thing you can see is his head. So his transition to not only be able to switch his cursor from the guy in graveyard but also to the guy in pit is pretty good.
Yep, and we're gonna see how Ebb Solar buys this round. I think they can buy him up. Shouldn't be an issue. So both teams should have a full buy here for the first time in a while.
True that, true that. So match is currently paused once again. Not too sure which team called it this time. But it was quick.
It was Schoolcraft. They had Ebb Solar dropped. Back now. Alright,
that's good. So now we're just gonna get back right into it, and Justin hasn't bought anything yet. Oh no, there he is. Now he's started to buy. He picks up a P90 actually, surprisingly enough. Guess he just wants to rush onto a site. Here's a quick peek from Laurel. I'm gonna take out Files who just want to push in through car, and that's just gonna leave poor Dolan the King as the only CT member on that B site. But D-Hope able to take out Ebb Solar there over at Arches, and Raphael able to pick out the guy pushing out from Arches towards B site. Starter chilling in A site. He's going to be rotating over quickly soon enough. Raphael peeks again once, and he's going to take out Godlike there. Meanwhile, Laurel able to take out Dolan King, who was hiding out behind Fountain on B. 3 versus 2 now for the CTs. It's up to Raphael, Raven, and Starner to defuse the bomb as they plant it now. Good smokes, good flashbang coming out, able to delay the CTs from pushing in once more. Starner gets a quick kill onto Justin, but Complex should know where he is. Yes, he will be able to get the frag, and Complex able to get the double there. Finish up the round for Riverside.
Yeah, I think a huge part of that was that quick pick on Fios. He's getting predictable playing car with the op. It was working for him, but that's going to be what happens when you're picking from the same exact spot every round. And once Laurel opened up Banana for them, they quickly took map control by being aggressive Arches and managed to get a pick on the rotate there.
Mm-hmm.
Again, a quick pick on B.
Yeah, once again, I mean, every time the CTs try to push out onto car at Banana, they just get picked off, as we saw there. That Dolan wasn't even able to get a shout out. But Starter doing a good job with this 5-7, able to take out D-Hope, but Complex will be able to take out Absolo over at Cubby near Library. Takes the 5 to Starter, able to get a nice headshot and take out him. But Files is going to get traded out onto Complex. But unfortunately for the CTs, Bomb is on B site. And they're going to be more likely than not wanting to save this AK that Files has picked up. So should be another round for Team Riverside if they can hold this post-plant position.
Yeah, and they do have the 3v2 advantage in the saves coming from Schoolcraft College, so probably going to be able to hold this plant off.
Yep. And doesn't even look like Files or Raphael are going to be going for exit frags. They're just being really, really cautious now, hiding like all the way back into kitchen, all the way back in apartments.
But they may get that exit frag. Files.
Is he gonna get one? He gets godlike at least, and then he's gonna run away. So good call there. Good pick off. That can hurt the T economy just a little bit. Ooh, but Files taken out just in the last second by Justin. So unfortunate for him.
After the clock, he decided to peek him, huh?
Exactly. Probably not the greatest move there, unfortunately.
They're gonna be all right there because Raphael can buy up Absolar, but they're just slow to do it. Gotta get in position, especially with how aggressive the terrorists have been playing in Banana. So yeah, CTs are gonna get there late, and I think they know that, so they're playing a little safer, not playing at car this round. Wow, really aggressive push up mid, and it's interesting. The counter terrorists, Schoolcraft players are really playing A safe. I mean, they're playing 2 next to Library, 1 up on the pit area. Yep, right there, just outside of apartments. We see him, and he tends to play close every round, but at least he switches up that spot. So the terrorists are figuring out that they can really take this mid in apartments control. And the reason that's so dangerous is because what happens is if they do get those 2 frags and take A site, they have it so fast. By the time the callouts come in, the bomb's getting put down, and it really puts the B rotators in a tough spot. As opposed to, if you spot them coming up mid, you have enough time for someone to at least get to arches to provide backup.
Right. So great double peek there by Riverside, able to take out Epsilon, who's watching arches. Files spots out a guy in sandbags, but isn't able to do too much about it. Gets taken down to less than 40 health. And Dolan able to trade out some frags, but is it going to be enough? Good spray control there, able to take a godlike. That's going to drop it down to a 3 versus 2. And the retake's definitely possible here, because 2 of the team members are severely damaged, but Complex getting the best out of Starner, hiding there in the corner. Ooh, Dolan missing the first couple shots, but finally able to take out Complex, bringing it down to a 1 versus 2. Is he going to go for it? He already has a 3K. If he decides to... I was hoping he would go for the ace, man.
I was definitely hoping. I mean, we've seen him 1v3 clutch before and get a 4K hold on site, so I would have liked to see him go for it, but I think they're pretty broke now, which we'll find out in a second. So he's going to want to save the AK and buy a teammate next round.
And I mean, it's been some pretty back and forth rounds between these two teams. I mean, you can just look at the scoreline. Should be 8-5, I think, now, in favor of Riverside. But Schoolcraft, their aggressive pushes haven't been working out too well, and their like super passive positions haven't worked out too well. So I don't know, it's kind of hard for them. What do you think they should do, Victor?
Yeah, they have to find that middle ground. For instance, they were playing 2 Library that round, 1 smoke, and now that the UCR instantly has arches control with 1 smoke. Both those guys are on the other side of it, and that's what happened. They could easily go arches to B after taking that control. So they have to be playing. We saw that big stop when one guy was Porch and another guy was Boiler, and they had that easy stop. So that's where they have to be looking. And I'm not sure. They keep playing 3B, which is really interesting. And now look at that.
Wow, godlike.
going
Yeah,
straight to the
Godlic didn't work
terrace.
on the A site. And that just opens it up completely for the T's. File's actually able to take out Laurel, who's trying to lurk there in Banana, but Bomb is going to be going down on the A bomb site, unfortunately. And I mean, if they decide go for this retake, it's going to be a really tough retake. Starting here with the up, missing the shot onto the terrace to try to peek mid. So that's an unfortunate situation for them. Because if he got the pick, they might have gone for the retake as well. And once again, Schoolcraft opting to go for the save. So that's going to mean, at best, D-Hope able to take out Files up there in Porch in CT spawn.
That's a big frag. They're going to be... I think Dolan's going to have good money, but it's his second round in a row saving. It's just tough. You know, they're going to go into the last round of the half hoping to at least bring it to 9-6 on this CT-sided map.
Exactly. And as you said, Victor, like that's going to be a really hard, or at least, you know, chances are that it's going to be tough for the Schoolcraft boys to come back in the second half when they rotate teams.
Yeah, so Schoolcraft, not sure, slow by there, but yeah, taking the normal 3A, and they're playing up a bit more this round, so
Yep.
Files getting picked, so that's going to bring in the
Yeah.
instant rotate from Starner, who usually is covering apartments.
Yep. So once again, Complex doing a really good job entry fragging first team, able to get a quick pick there onto Files. And here goes once again, pushing onto this B bomb site. Good flashbang coming in from his teammate. Is he going to get the Dolan the King? Well, no, he won't, but he's going to drop him down to at least 19 health. There are currently 3 CTs holding this B bomb site from various angles. The T's are just stuck here. Raphael spots a guy, or spots a terrorist pushing out from arches. So Starter watching his back. Did he see the T? Yes, he does. Able to take out D-Hope. Try to push in from the flank. And now
They
this
may
leaves...
think that was the only flank. I'm not... Oh! Starner, too
there.
fast. Too fast. So I think they have a good idea that the last 2 are in Banana now. And, but they, obviously they could go back up mid, so they're going to play a 2-2 and most likely bring it back to a 9-6, which, you know, can still go either way. This match isn't over by any means.
Yeah, definitely not. But for Justin and Laurel, I mean, they have 20 seconds. They have plenty of money in the bank, so if they want to, they could just execute onto this B side right now. There's only less than 10 seconds left on the clock. So they have to go now, or they're going to have to wait for the next round. Here comes the flashes. Good spray there by Dolan. Able to take out Justin. And that's going to be it. Schoolcraft able to win the last round, the first half, but UC Riverside showing their early game dominance in that first half.
Yeah, and look at Dolan, the king, really holding B site for Schoolcraft there. He was I mean, he single-handedly won 2 of those 6 rounds, I would say. That 4K at B and the 3K retake. I mean, that's play of the week material. We'll see. That 3K, that 1v3. So it's gonna be interesting to see how California comes in if they're playing as passive, which I highly doubt they're playing as passive at the A site. It just, like I said, leaves them in tough situations. And how Schoolcraft? What do you think? How should Schoolcraft play this? You know, will they be aggressive like they sometimes were on CT, or just really slow playing for the picks?
I feel like playing aggressive as the T's definitely has its advantages, because if you're able to just completely overrun a bomb site, considering if you guys have equal amount of rifle and gear, then you know it should technically favor the T's because they have a larger number. Unless the CTs stack a bomb site, which would be weird. Unless you don't have the intel. So I personally like the rushing method, but if you know all the smokes and you know how to position yourself for an A take, that's also a really powerful strat that you can do. If you can smoke off both sides or just one side and push up mid, and then you can execute through either arches or porch. Taking a site in that method is also really, really strong, especially if you have pit control, because pit control allows you to peek not only for truck side, but also allows you to see if there's anyone pushing from arches onto that A. We'll see what's going for in the second half, because they really need pistol round right now in order to tie up the game.
Yeah, definitely. That pistol round puts them in position to tie it up, depending if... And I think, you know, Schoolcraft is very confident with their pistols from what I've seen. That's the times they were aggressive or willing to peek or play tough corners and get the picks. We saw a few times to King picking up frags with that CZ. But we'll see this round what their loadout is, and if they go with the B rush like California did first round, which worked out really well for them. Kind of classic pistol round rush, straight up banana. But sometimes that leads to absolute annihilation if someone has a USP lined up well and it's just popping heads, just dink.
Just dinking them. Just one taps.
Nothing worse than the eco B rush when the CT team has P90s and you got no armor, and you might as well just type kill on console as you sprint up there, because getting naded once and then offering someone a possible ace, it's a generous thing to do.
Yeah, that's true. But here we go. Second round between Schoolcraft and UC Riverside on game 1, map 1 Inferno. Still favoring Riverside now, and we're going to get into the pistol round of the second half right now.
Opting for the alt play.
Yeah, this is an interesting alt mid play. Not too common, but once, like I said before, it can be a pretty powerful strat if you know how to smoke out and execute onto the A bomb site. We already see CTs rotating over from that B bomb site onto A. And here comes a quick arch push. Solar getting a good kill onto Godlike, and they're just going to be rushing into CT spawn here. And Solar once again getting a good kill onto D-Hope, and Laurel able to take out by Skarner. Complex able to take out one terrorist member onto Files, but that still leaves a numbers advantage for Schoolcraft in a 4 versus 2 scenario. And we're just looking at Justin here. Meanwhile, Dolan hiding in car. He's gonna get Complex caught out. That was a great time to peek here, and that's gonna leave Justin. Good kill onto Solar, but that's gonna leave Skarner with another free kill.
The easy trade. So that was a really smart play by them. I thought they were gonna wrap to A, but they managed to pick off the B rotators as they were stomping around, and they left one lurk at the bomb of Banana as well. To pick off any rotators there, and of course push onto site. So big clutch play by them. They needed that round, and now not a force buy coming in from UCR. So we'll have SMGs for Schoolcraft, the terrorist side, and they're gonna split up a bit, playing for picks, playing cautiously, probably looking out for the rush from UCR right now with the pistols.
So 2 terrorists pushed out onto that banana. Meanwhile, we have the rest of the T's in alt mid hiding here, waiting for a CT to get over eager and push out. And Complexed, I mean, if he's not careful enough, he might get caught out by the T's who are camping out here in alt mid. Pistol buy only coming in from the CTs because they do want to save for that 4th round buyout. So not too bad of a choice here. 1 minute still remaining on the clock, so T's pushing this really slowly. The 2 terrorists actually pushing on to B now, and that's going to allow, I mean, that's just...
Was that meant to be a fake? I'm not sure.
Yeah, not too sure about that, but the bomb is over at A, and they're going to be pushing on this A bomb site. Starter able to take out Complex, but just able to take out Files in exchange in Arches, bringing it to a 3v2. Plus, the CTs are able to pick out the dropped SMGs. Raphael only has 2 health left, while Skarner in the pit does have a Galil. Great kill through the smoke onto Justin there. So they know that there is at least one CT member lurking in pit. And that's going to bring it down to 2 versus 2 here. The CTs are going to be on site. Gets spotted out. Starner gets spotted out. He's going to get taken out less than half health. And meanwhile, good kill onto Raphael there. And that's going to... Is he going to get the kill? Yes, he will. But the defuse, does he have a timer?
No, not going to have the time, unfortunately. I mean, Schoolcraft, after seeing that smart first round, they followed up with poor execution the second. You know, why send 2 guys into B alone? You don't need to fake anyone out when they have pistols. You know, just move together, leave one for the lurk to get the easy rotate kills. And they put themselves in a much harder situation than they had to there.
Yeah.
But they barely made it through. It was the clock won it for them in a few well-placed smokes.
Yep. I mean, that was just the worst bait of 2 teammates there. And like you said, Victor, I mean, that dropped 2 SMGs for the CTs to use in that retake. And that type of early game currency, those materials that you drop, is not going to be good for the terrorists who want to be defending that bomb after they get it planted. So T's doing the same thing that they did last round.
Yeah,
3A, 2B.
Same split. But they give themselves away at both sites. So that's interesting.
Yep. Complex peeking out once again. He's going to get dinged. Less than half health there by the terrorists who pushed out onto apps. So they know that, well, they have an idea of where a couple of the terrorists are.
Solid firework thrown out there. Blows up right in the air. Not sure who he's aiming for.
The Hope, unfortunately, gets taken down to 28 health. Starter isn't going to get the spray down. Takes down CT man really low. Great crossfire set up by Justin and his teammate. Able to take out Raphael. And Justin, unfortunately, will get taken out by Files. Stolen getting a good kill onto Complex. Able to push onto that bomb site. That should be bombed out. 4 versus 3 now for the CTs. And a couple of them do have low health. Starter taking out D-Hope. And Laurel able to exchange that frag onto Starner. And we do see the TTs are going to be pushing towards this truck side. Good flash coming from Dolan. Able to take out one on Godlike. And that's going to leave Laura all alone with the MP7. Is he going to get the spray down? Yes, he will. Bringing it himself down to a 1 versus 2. But he does not have a kit, so he has no more time. He has to push out now. And there will be Files able to take out Laurel there.
Yeah, so that's as expected to go that round. Tying it up, and now we're going to see the first full buy coming in from the not even a full buy, a half buy from the CT team. As well as the terrorists are going to have 4 AKs with them. So we'll see if they go with that 3-2 push again.
Yeah. I mean, other than that one round where they kind of got lucky that the time ran out, I guess you could say it's been effective so far since they haven't lost with it yet. But it'll be interesting to see how UCR can respond now that they have, now that they actually bought up with rifles in hand.
Yeah, so they're sort of playing that again, but not really, because they're split up now, left 1 mid, 1 alt, 1 apartment, so they're clearly split for just to get picks. I don't think these B guys are going to be pushing that alone unless they get that pick right there on the corner. They're just feeling out the map control. They know they control apartments.
So once again, slow play coming in from Schoolcraft. The bomb has rotated over all the way from alt mid to their spawn, and now it looks like he's going to be pushing towards that banana. Unfortunately, Files exposed himself by throwing the flash and the smoke. Great kill by Complex. You see the tiny sliver of his body, but they are going to be going for this B execute. Good flashbang from the CTs. Laurel able to take out Raphael. 2 members here stacked onto Spool. He's reloading at Spool. That's going to allow Starner to take out Laurel. But 2 versus 3 now for the T's. Great peek there by Godline to Absol, who has his back turned. Great double actually coming in. Able to clean up the mess of terrorists on that bomb site. And that's going to be Riverside able to pick up their first CT round.
Well executed retake. Pretty textbook stuff. Godlike taking advantage of the outnumber there, getting two, or at least one frag where he wasn't looking. So they were coming from all sides, and that's how you retake B site.
Yep, and then that's gonna be now Riverside up by 1 round. Schoolcraft forced to just only buy Tech 9s, but that's a scary thing of itself. Great spray coming in from both Godlike and Complex, and that's gonna be a quick round for Riverside. That was just a complete slaughter fest there. From both of these teams now. And Schoolcraft,
Yeah, it was. I think Godlike had the big spray down.
Yeah,
and that's gonna bring the save for Schoolcraft. So they're starting. They had that pistol round momentum, and definitely don't have that anymore. Is Raphael gonna keep a Glock? He is. So he's not getting a frag this round. That's what you do when you buy a Glock. You forfeit
when
getting
you
any
buy
kills.
a Glock that you start out
with. Terrible purchase. Don't ever buy a Glock on T side.
That'd be horrible.
But they do get smokes instead, and they're gonna push the smoke for the frag.
Oh my god, they don't check Kelby corner, and that's gonna be Laurel getting a quick double kill for himself. Hope watching construction, able to take out a couple terrors pushing out there. Gets a nice headshot onto Files as he's reloading in school once again. Trying to dodge the bullets from Starter, but Starter's the last man left alive. Spraying coming down from both of them, and it'll be Starter taking the best of both, but Godlike able to finally rotate over towards that B site to win it for the round for the team.
Great cubby play there. That's what saved them the round. That was smart for them to push smoke, but it was just tough. The smoke was well lined up, so even if they were checking cubby, I think cubby would have been able to spot them, their pistols coming out of the smoke before they could see him.
Yep.
So, good try for that eco, and they're gonna be able to buy up a dual op play. Is really interesting right now. What do you think about that? The T side Inferno double op.
I mean, if they're really good with opping, then sure, it's fine if they go for it. But I have yet to see impressive op play coming in from these teams. It's not like we have a Kenny S or a JW right now, which would pull in clutch. But
yeah, I've seen some good shots from Fios, but he was holding Banana very well with that op, but they kind of figured out his pattern, and it was more of the mind game that beat him out. Speaking of JW, you see those plays the other day?
Yeah, I did. Those great. Yeah, he kind of carried Fnatic on some of those rounds, but crazy shots through the smokes and everything. But as we said, Godlike gets taken it out quickly. But the terrorists have pretty much stacked up onto Banana, but the bomb is still in alt mid. And it looks like they are going to be transitioning out of Banana, leaving just one guy there to lurk, while the rest of them are going to be pushing towards Banana. 30 seconds left on the clock, so they have no more time essentially left to execute Complex. He's going to get a rude awakening here, running from Boiler, falling back towards Shark. Great kill by Starter onto Complex. He tries to fall back, and that's going to leave one CT member left alive in Graveyard. He's going to get the spray down. Yes, he will. It would take out one before he gets taken out by Absolar. And Schoolcraft, they have 5 seconds left to plant the bomb. And it should be good. Yes, it will be. Laurel will be taking out Starner there. The Files able to pick up the kill onto Hope. Good flashback coming in from Absolar. Misses the spray, though, as Laurel was able to just turn the corner just in time, but goes for a re-pick, and that'll be Dolan picking up the kill and the cleanup for the team.
Yeah, so they're gonna keep both those ops. I guess it paid off for them. Can't bash it if it works, right? They know their play style better than we do right now. So opting to keep those, and Fios with some good frags. I think he would have got those either way, just from his positioning. And now we're gonna see a bit of a save coming in from California here with P255-7, but a few utilities under their belt, and an op as well.
Definitely, dude. So Files, he could have spotted CT.
Yeah, that's a tough timing on that no scope bomb toss.
Exactly.
Would have been cool if they. Does that happen if you throw the bomb and they shoot? Does it hit the bomb and save you? I'm not sure.
You wish CSGO physics would be like that, man.
Well, I think that's the case with guns. You throw a gun in front of you,
right,
and it counts as a wall bang. So theoretically, you can stop an op from doing enough damage to kill you by tossing your gun. I don't know if it's the same with bombs.
Ooh, Starter and Raphael gets picked off in apartments. They were able to trade 2 for 1, but that's not going to be favorable for Schoolcraft there. But the bomb is already pushed out towards Banana, and they're exiting onto the site, able to take out the 2 CTs who are positioned there, and that's going to allow them to plant the bomb down and turn it into a 2 versus 2 defense here. Both of them are going to be hiding on site. One, Files has an op, and he's going to be hiding in a new box, while Absol is going to be watching construction with his AK. By Spools there. Godlike missing the headshot. Nope, just kidding. He hit
peeks it.
Great, quite unfortunate of a peek by Absol. But now, Files, he has to hit these shots. Otherwise, he's going to run over pretty soon. Good nade there onto the CT push. And what a kill! Oh, by the nade. Let's say that was a good pop shot. But it's going to be complex.
You're not going to have the time.
No, he picked up a kill. No, oh no.
Yeah, he played that as smart as he could. I think when he was peeking, he was, praying for the flick, but in reality, he was just, making sure they weren't rushing him too quickly. And that nade kill was insane. Yep. What a kill. Desperation nade pays off. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, especially when the CT is just so close to you. I mean,
yeah, it was turn the corner.
Exactly.
It's funny. Time about throwing bombs and blocking shots. When I first started playing, nades could collide midair. They actually got rid of that. I don't know why, but it would happen. Not often, but you would see it once in a while where you'd turn a corner, throw a frag, and it would hit another frag midair that was being tossed at you. And they'd bounce away. But they opted to get rid of that for some reason.
Because who needs physics, man? Who needs physics? So Bomb is pushing out towards his mid area. They are going to be smoking and flashing their way. And it looks like it's going to be an arch push now because they do have Boiler and Porch smoked off. Absol doesn't even care. He pushes straight out, able to finally get the spray down onto Complex. Meanwhile, Justin hiding in Graveyard, able to take out 1, gets 2 before he gets taken up by Raphael. He gets overwhelmed there on the A-bomb. So it files down to 1 HP. He's going to be able to catch out the hope here. Yes, he will.
Almost whiffs that.
Almost. That would have been a little awkward if he wasn't able to get that kill. But that's just going to leave Morel as the only
saving the AK, too. He went to save after that, which is interesting. His confidence in his teammates to hold the site versus Laurel, who also will choose to save this last second. Save that P250 and the kit and full armor. So probably smart. Not going to be able to retake that site against, as far as he knows, 3 AKs are on that site right now waiting for him. Yep. And that's going to tie it up. So going from a 9-6 half T-sided map, I guess? I'm not sure. Yeah, Schoolcraft bringing it back on T-side, getting 6 rounds.
Yep.
It's been a bit of a back and forth, but it was really that pistol round that helped them tie it up, and since then, that's when they've been going back and forth. So, these CTs, I feel like they've had how many? 2 buy rounds maybe this whole half. They've been broke so often, and again the P90 and no armor pistols and just 1 smoke.
Ooh, Absol spots out 1, but unable to take that Complex, who only has 14 health left. I mean, they're not able to see, but Laurel, once again, hiding in cover. He's going to be flashing, pushing himself out. It would take down Dolan became to 23 health, but unable to get the frag. Absol being really cautious now because the CTs are playing super aggressive. Files missing the guy, op shot on the guy in apartments. What are these sprays that are coming out from the CTs? Solar will finally get the kill onto Justin in apartments. And got like getting a nice double kill for himself in Banana with that nice P90 spray down. Got like in Complex, both with less than 30 health. Managing to stay alive somehow, but I mean, for a retake to happen, that would be quite a feat.
Are they saving this? I think so. Saving the AKs? I hope not. You know, look at... I guess they are very lit. But, so is Absol. So, yeah. Bit of a miscommunication. Godlike is going for this. Complex, way out of position. You know, maybe I'm wrong that they thought a player was back there. Or no, he went for the op. I'm sorry, that's what was going on. And they are gonna save. So
yeah, gonna save.
Yeah, he went back to get the op, and it cost them time. They don't have kits because it was their eco, but definitely a successful eco from them. That's what they needed. They're gonna have be able to buy up this round and go into it with an op and an AK. Both the T's actually die. So it's Schoolcraft. They're like, whatever. We're rich. We just burn these AKs.
We're rich with only 3K, 4K, 6K.
we're rich for one round here. That's brutal. That's brutal money wise. I mean, now they have a Galil. They have to win this round or they are broke, and that's gonna put them back.
The Falcon. Good.
I'm telling you, he is. You said you hadn't seen a lot of good shots, but Files has been proven.
Okay. Well, yeah. Now that I see these shots coming out of Files, now I can say that he's pretty handy with that op. But yeah, definitely a great pick in the beginning for Schoolcraft there. Able to take out Complex. So that's going to be a really good start for the team. As it looks like, no, they're just playing super passive once again. And, I mean, for Schoolcraft, they like to play around their bomb carrier. So wherever their bomb carrier, that's where they're going to be executing to. And that's going to be B site, because Bomb is at Bananas with them. Meanwhile, there are two team members pushing out in A apps. So, once again, 3-2 split push coming from these terrorists. 40 seconds left on the clock. They still have plenty of utility to utilize. A couple smokes, a couple flashbangs. That's all they really need to get onto the bomb site. So, Laurel has to be careful now. Smokes have gone down. And Starner is going to check the corner, and he's able to get the guy in pit, but that's going to be bombed down from the T's. 20 seconds left on the clock, and that's the problem of waiting so long to push onto a site. Now there's only less than 10 seconds, so they have to go for it. And no, they're not. Looks like Files is going for it, but Starner's falling back onto A. And yeah, Riverside able to win that round just through time.
Yeah, they keep, it's very odd. They're leaving no time left. When no time's left, you better be rushing the site with at least 4 players. But now they're doing it with 3. And California Riverside was able to save a smoke. So they end up having to push smoke and B, and they left themselves with no choice. But I'm, having 2 at A, I see the benefit of having at least a lurk over there for the rotate.
Yep.
But not 2 to rush the site.
Files gets a nice collateral down middle. What was that shot? Oh my God, boys.
Justin in a good position here to hold him on.
Yeah, Justin in a good position here to hold apps. Able to take that one before Dolan with the quick flick shot. Able to take out Justin in apps. But wow. Godlike spots that Files there in the cubby, but Starner able to take him out in exchange. Laurel should hear the guy in Boiler, missing the shot. And Dolan King, this is the second place he's going to get chased down. Where he gets taken up by Laurel. That's going to bring it down to a 1-versus-1. AK versus off. With these noises, though, that Laurel's pushed out. Starter knows where he is. Bomb is playing at 4 pit, but what a great flick shot.
What a flick.
Oh, my lord.
That was clutch. I think... I don't know if he would have had it. He had no kit. There may have been a kit on the ground right there, actually. But, yeah, what a flick shot to clutch the round.
Oh my god. So first it all started with Files getting a nice collateral down mid onto 2 CT members. And then Starner's quick flick shot at the end. I mean, that was just a wonderful, wonderful round to watch. Oh. And that's going to put Schoolcraft up above over UCR. And Starter gets a nice double kill in apartment, able to take out 2 CT members that are camping there. Let's see, who was hiding there onto the A bomb site? I believe it is Justin. Is he going to get spotted out here? He's hiding onto the bomb site itself. Will the T's be able to check their corners? No, they won't. Justin able to take out 2 members, actually, before he gets taken out by Files. Godlike picks up an AK for himself, and that's going to be a 1-on-1. Files only has 21 health, and Godlike going in for the flank, but Files should be... Is he going to be prepared for this? Gets caught out! Trying to throw a nade, and that's going to be UC Riverside. Once again, tying it up 14-14. This game is so close, everyone.
Oh, so no, close. Look at Schoolcraft's money, though. It's tied up 14-14, but money-wise, they are way behind.
Yeah, unfortunately for Schoolcraft, they're
going for the save. They're playing for the save. Glocks. I mean, sorry, the tie. They're playing for overtime now with those Glocks for sure.
Yes, they are. Good to get the plan. And Laurel able to take out 1, backed up by Godlike. Laurel able to take out 2, and then pulls out the pistol. He's going to get the 3rd kill. Spraying down 3 health on Files. Who's going to get the first shot in? What is happening? Godlike missing a lot of his pistol shots there. And that's going to allow Files with the upper hand. I mean, Files got to do a lot of work now. If he only has 2 health now, he's going to get taken out.
Yeah, they stopped running banana. I think the death cam gave him away there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Godlike, that would have been a great hold by him if only he had just hit his last pistol shots there.
Yeah. Quite a few whiffs, but he knew his team could clean up. So here's not the full buy they wanted because they didn't get that plant.
Yep.
But still gonna have rifles. 2 Galils.
Great shot by Laurel onto Dolan Kin. Try to push out through banana there. And that's going to be the top frag of Schoolcraft going down. So, I mean, chances are Schoolcraft is going to be in a unfavorable position right now. But we do see that a couple of terrorists... Oh, try to rotate out from mid. Justin spots them all rotating. So he should make the call out to his teammates that he should be careful on this B site. Grenade going out. Still only 2 CT members onto his B bomb site. Smoke should dissipate in a couple seconds, and that is when the T's are going to be striking in. 1 minute left of the clock. Great shot by Laurel to take out Absoler here in the corner. We do have 1 CT member in sandbox, and that's we Godlike and Laurel holding down B site by themselves. Bomb is dropped, and this should be it. UC Riverside winning game 1 against Schoolcraft College.
Wow, what a rough ending to a close game. Just getting completely stopped trying to take B site. After what was a great comeback, fantastic comeback from 9-6, bringing it back to 14-14. Especially taking into account that they were on T side of Inferno there, so. The underdogs in terms of the halftime. And, some complex as we saw, top of the leaderboard along with Godlike. Yep. Really even stats overall for California Riverside. Yep. And no surprise, Dolan DeKing
Dropped
way
30
ahead.
bomb, man.
30 bomb and 5 assists. It's gonna put him at a 1.6 at 6.8 KD. Fios with 20. Really feel like his op got turned on, especially the second half.
Yeah.
Really when he started fragging out the most.
Yeah.
And if we look at, Dolan a bit more, we see that 3 clutches, 4 2Ks, 3 1Ks, and that 1 4K we saw in Banana. So that was great playing by him, and he was trying to carry his team back to victory, but he was unable to.
And there's sometimes when your team is just too heavy for you and you can't put the ball on your back.
Yeah, I mean,
for Dolan, I mean that's his case.
I don't think the fragging was the issue with Schoolcraft. I think it was just strategy. I think that's all it was. Like, you can't discredit Ebsolar and Raphael because I can't tell you every round what position they were in, because sometimes they were just in really tough positions, playing way too safe when they were on CT side, or pushing A or B with just 2 of them. So I think that's what lost Schoolcraft did. I won't say Dolan was trying to carry his team. I think he was trying to carry some rough strats that just didn't work out. They were trying things. I'm sure if they planned out, there's no way to know what's going to work till you're actually out there testing it out. These teams, they only can get so much time to practice being in college and being busy and everything. So it's good to see them coming out for the match and working together. But and I think UCR, I think that's what won it for them. I think this was a game of strategy. I mean, Counter-Strike's a team game, and unless one of these guys is a pro, that's the only time carrying matters. Other than that, I mean, you can have, I've run a lot of LAN tournaments, and once in a while a team will come in with just a really weak link, and all they say is learn to throw 1 smoke and make callouts. That's what you need, and go first. Be a meat shield.
Be the meat shield.
I mean, that's what the death cam is for, right? So you can go die and then still contribute. But now they do have the shorter death cam, which I agree with. The old one was way too long. But yeah, so next map is Cash. And on a side note, we do have a huge Bowie knife giveaway. If we hit 75 viewers tonight, we'll give that away at the end. So if at any point we hit 75, we'll give that away, which is the brand new knife. And that would be a cool one to have. And if we don't have 75, then you can see me playing with it. So that's fine too. Either way.
Of course, Victor. Of course you are going to be playing with me.
It's a win. It's a win-win. So yeah, that's brought to you by our friends over at Bounty Arena. It's a really cool application, website, bountyarena.com, where you can get money for every frag. I go on there after casting or running the stream, and right now they have these 1v1 arenas. Kevin, you play 1v1 arenas ever?
I love 1v1.
Yeah, you move every time you get a kill, you move up an arena. If you die, you move down one. You try to be the top guy.
Yeah, you want to go to arena 1. That's the best one.
Right. You gotta be at the top arena. So they have that and deathmatch, but I usually opt for arena just because I don't know, it's really fun, and it's right now. They're finishing up fine-tuning the beta, and you get 10 cents for every kill, and you lose 11 cents when you die. So there's some pressure. You got to have that positive KD ratio to make the money. If you go in with code AVGL when you sign up, you get $2 free to kick off, which means you can die almost 20 times. So Kevin, you could last 20 rounds in there.
Wow, I think you're highly underestimating my abilities, Victor. I mean, have you seen the amount of frags that silver players can get, man? Severely underestimating my silver abilities.
Is that what you are now after the rank adjustment?
No. Please. I've tried to get into silver, but it's too difficult.
Yeah, so 1v1 me, please, in Bounty Arena. Get the free money. Come 1v1 me, and then I'll take it from you. So that's a good deal. So yeah, we're gonna take a 5-minute break before going into map 2 of California versus Schoolcraft College. And yeah, we'll be right back.